welcome to Silver Screen Test. I'm your host, Barrientos. How much do you know about the movies? We're about to find out how much our contestants know. They're playing for these wonderful prizes, including DVDs for Mean Girls and Too Fast, Too Furious, and a new movie version cover book of the original novel Aragon. But first, let's meet our contestants. First up, we have Clarence Cruise, who's a projectionist, movie projectionist at MPAA, Motion Picture Association of America. And while you've been there, you've met a number of directors.
Yes, I've met people like Oliver Stone, Gary Ross, Lee Tamahori, and it's really interesting. They're very, very picky about the way things are done, but mostly we get compliments on what we do there.
Well, that's great. Welcome, Clarence. Next up, we have Akpan, control clerk from Fort Washington, and recently you picked up the acting bug for the first time.
Yes, in March, I made my acting debut in a Times Community Players production of To Kill a Mockingbird, where I played the role of Tom Robinson.
That's great, and you want to be acting some more in the future, right?
Yes.
Okay, welcome, Ini. And next we have Eric Noble, a recruiter from Silver Spring, working in D.C., and you met Kevin Smith.
I met Kevin Smith in an airport once, and I asked him for his autograph, and my pen leaked all over his hand, so it's pretty embarrassing.
He was nice about it still.
He was nice.
All right, so welcome, Eric. We'll start in our first round. This is a buzzer round. Players buzz in. If they get a correct answer, it's worth 1 point. No penalties for any incorrect answers in this game, but if you're there in early enough, you could pick up additional PowerPoint worth 2. So start off. Here we go, players. The son of a mortgage broker and a pharmaceutical sales representative, all his screenplays which have been produced are films that he directed. He was the youngest director to be nominated for an Oscar for Boys in the Hood. Name this director, and Eric.
John Singleton.
John Singleton is correct for 1 point. You're up to 1. Michigan-born director Robert Flaherty developed his own cinematic equipment that could survive and function in extreme cold for this film. Although the animal hunting scenes have been staged and the family depicted, Clarence, I'm sorry, Clarence.
Nanook of the North.
Nanook of the North is correct for 1 point. Raised by the mysterious Whistler, his mentor's death forces him to team up with the Night Stalkers against Vampire Nation, who are seeking Dracula's DNA. Dracula's last seen in Iraq. Eric.
Van Helsing.
No, I'll finish the question. Dracula's last seen in Iraq. Name this half-human, half-vampire killer who was portrayed by Wesley Snipes in an action trilogy. Any?
Blade.
That's correct for 1 point, and everybody has got 1 point. While working as a set designer at the BBC, he was asked to design the Daleks for Doctor Who, but he passed the work on to Raymond Cusick because he was unable to attend the filming of the show. He directed the comic thriller Matchstick Men, which involves a con man getting to know a long-lost daughter. Name is director of Hannibal, Kingdom of Heaven, and Blade. Eric.
Ridley Scott.
That's correct for 1 point, and you're up to 2. The original Chinese title of this movie is Wohu Kang Long. Mandarin audiences had difficulty understanding the accents of leads. Eric.
Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
That's correct for 1. That puts you up to 3 points. Her struggling days as an actress were supported by residual checks from a Skittles commercial. Her character, Jill St. Clair, went from a shy dental assistant in The Whole 9 Yards to a hitman in The Whole 10 Yards. Name this actress, who was Jack in the television series Jack and Jill, and currently plays network executive Jordan McDear in Studio 60 on the Sunset Strip. Clarence?
Sorry.
No. Any or Eric? Eric?
Amanda Peet.
Amanda Peet is right for 1 point. That puts you up to 4. And that'll end first round. We'll move into the category round next. But first, here's a question for you here at home.